Welcome back. The Kamloops Brandenburg Orchestra getting set to put on a performance on September the 10th, which is coming up this weekend at St. Paul's Cathedral. Here to talk to about it, and sitting next to me, we have Don Bennett in the middle, Sally Arai, and Svetozar Vutev on the end. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
How are you guys all doing today?
Very well, thanks.
Good. So how many of you make up the Brandenburg Orchestra?
It depends on the program, really. This is a little bit bigger orchestra than we usually have with this program because we're branching into the romantic music a little bit, which uses a lot more brass and winds than we normally would do. So I think we're close to about 50 musicians with this
50
program.
musicians all at once. Have you guys been practicing hard?
We have.
Good to hear. It's called Autumn Colors. It sounds like a nice transition into fall. What kind of music is this? I understand there's some stories behind the music.
Well, maybe I'll just do a quick start. Yeah, and I noticed with the weather, I think our timing is good. It's not quite autumn yet, but I think we are getting that sensation.
We are.
So, for me, the season of autumn is really the leaf color changing, the harvest, and it brings out kind of a melodic idea and thought for me when I think of music that represents autumn. So that's what we did. We put together a program that kind of draws on those lyrical and melodic things that kind of seem to represent autumn. And it sort of revolved around the Vivaldi concerto that Svetozar is featured in, which is the autumn part of the Four Seasons.
Okay.
So maybe we do span from the late Baroque through to the Romantic, so about 150 years of music, and about four composers. So it's quite exciting. We're very thrilled.
Svetozar, let's talk a little bit about your role in this, as he was saying.
Yes, I'm going to be a soloist for this program in Vivaldi's Autumn. From the Four Seasons, definitely one of the most famous music works ever written, and it's a pleasure to play with the Brandenburg Orchestra again. This time I'm not going to be conducting, I'm just going to be playing as a soloist.
Is that easier? It's
that.
A little less stress, I'm sure.
Yes, definitely. It's a different perspective on stage, and it's as enjoyable as being a conductor.
Lovely.
For me. Yeah.
Sally, you're playing the clarinet, and you are the soloist for this. Are there several times that you play on your own?
No, there's just one piece by Rossini. I'm actually in the orchestra as well for everything except Svetozar's piece when there's no clarinets, so I get a break then. And it's my first time with the Brandenburg Orchestra.
Is that right?
Yes, I kind of had my arm twisted by the conductor over here, and you know, it's, I think, because we are husband and wife, it says the
first time that I learned this. Good to know.
Probably most people out there, too.
That he gets to tell me when and how to do things as a member of the orchestra.
It's quite rare.
Yeah. And I don't get to talk back and say, no, I'm not doing it that way.
So you're invited in for this particular performance. That would be lovely. 50 of you, though. I can't get over that. There's a lot of planning, a lot of rehearsing. It sounds like it's going to be a beautiful evening. Saturday night, you say, St. Paul's Cathedral. How do people get tickets?
Kamloops Live box office, or at the door at St. Paul's on Saturday evening. And they are $20 or $10 for students.
How lovely. So for people resisting the change into fall, this is going to be a little less of an abrasive way to do so. Eased into the fall season with some beautiful music, I say.
Absolutely.
Right? Awesome. Anything we're missing here that you would like to add?
Yeah, the time of the beginning of the show,
yes,
it should be specified 7 o'clock, I
7 o'clock.
Right.
Okay. 7 o'clock, St. Paul's Cathedral on Saturday night. You can buy tickets at the door or at kamloopslive.ca. It's going to be a beautiful performance. We're back after a quick break. Stay with us.